So this is like a cathedral ceiling. Fireplace area has like a deck that you can go out on there. Spiral staircase. What do you think, Cannon? Another room up there. So I just got done with a showing on this Saturday, and then Claudia asked if I could run down. She's been shopping hard for her dad. He has this place that he's been fixing up, and it's about finished, so the ladies are working on furnishing it. So we took the seats out of the Sprinter, and yesterday she and one of her sisters were running all around town, picking up couches and everything. Filled this thing up, and now Cannon and I came down, and we're going to try to unload it, and we'll just drop it. Then I think actually we're coming back maybe next Friday, and I volunteered my services to help set things up. But this place is pretty cool. I want to show you around a little bit, and then maybe next week I'll show you a little bit more about what they did here. But I must say, married into a pretty creative family. They're pretty cool. So you got this staircase going up here. This was like a big shop. So we put some rooms here, but there was a little bit of room left up top. So that's like a place for kids to play and sleep. And you have a little ramp that goes there. And then over here is the kitchen. That's gonna be, I guess, the dining room table. Here's the kitchen. And pretty cool. What do you think, Cannon? Oh, you look at this staircase all the way up through to another bedroom up there. Yeah, it's a really cool spot down here in southern Lancaster County in the woods. Pretty cool view. You can't really see too much in the summer when the leaves are on the trees, but right now you can see a lot. So it's cool to see that. And I'll show you this backyard. It's pretty cool. It's got a neat deck. Just wait till it's all furnished. Once the ladies do their thing, it's going to be pretty fun. Shout out to Lucid Mattress. So this is like a cathedral ceiling. Fireplace area has like a deck that you can go out on there. Spiral staircase. What do you think, Cannon? Another room up there.
Last time we didn't have these steps.
Yeah, you just put those in. That's cool. And then this really cool deck out here. Just need a hot tub here yet. And I need a side-by-side and some trails. That's what we need here yet. So there you go. All right, got the van empty. It's, I'm not sure how many acres, maybe 20, 15 to 20 acres. And had this project that somebody had started. So Dad's been fixing up ever since. It's pretty cute. I'm hoping we can get some, maybe get the family convinced to make some side-by-side trails. And then maybe Claudia will let us buy a side-by-side. This will make a great weekend riding spot, I think. Christmas wish list, there we go. What do you think, Cannon? Should we do that? All right, that's two of us are on board. Now we're waiting for the couches to get here. So we raided the fridge and we found some freezer burnt popsicles and a Dr. Pepper. So I guess we'll just be snacking. So we got the stuff unloaded and now we're on the way home and calling it a day. So I'm out and about today. It's a beautiful day out, so that's great. It's also a very busy day. I was at the Houston this morning meeting with the team like we usually do on Tuesdays. So just a time Tyler, who's our build manager, and Becca, who's our designer, and Lance, who does our real estate operations, and me, who do sales, we can connect and just talk about what's going on. Also just kind of work on our own projects and be there to encourage, support, whatever. So I was doing that this morning, and then I just got out of a meeting with our accountant. I use Cloister CPAs, Cloister Group, Brad Roush, Doug Ober, and some others. They're basically the two guys that helped me. And that was good. Just looking at the year, where we're at, and what we should be doing in regards to our numbers for the year. So right now, I'm actually in Lancaster City for a number of things. One of the things, my dad bought a couple of houses a couple years ago as investment properties, and he moved to California. So the homes, he chose 3 homes in what I would say are probably Class C neighborhoods, and he bought probably grade D homes in Class C neighborhoods. So in other words, they were cash flowing, income producing properties when he bought them, but all of them were not in the best condition. So one of them, they had to evict the tenants, unfortunately, because they quit paying rent. And so now he's renovating that property. And in another property, the tenant decided to move, and the tenant had fairly messy housekeeping habits. Very, very messy, I should say. Anyways, that whole home has to be remodeled. So I'm checking out those properties for him. I want to give him a report on them. So right here, this is it. It is, needs maybe a little bit of paint on the outside. Some of the brick is just chipping a little bit. It does have replacement windows. Might need a little bit of repair. I see some of this trim needs a little bit of work, but overall, not too bad. Just gonna head inside and see what we have. So yeah, it looks like there were a little bit of drywall repair. Here there's a wire that somebody just, I guess, went and ran it straight from the floor up to the ceiling. So I don't think that really has anything to do with the tenants that were here, but probably somebody trying to cut corners at an earlier time. Somebody put some glazing on this window pane, but it looks like it's okay. So that needs to be worked on. So basically drywall repairs, paint. I would probably tear this out. I think it looks like somebody tried to put a closet here. And I believe there was some leaking from the bathroom there, so that's gonna need some drywall repair. Kitchen, probably looking at doing some new flooring, fixing up the cabinets, and a good cleaning. Needs a new fridge. Stick my head out back, see what it needs out here. Here basically looks like it could use some bunch of leaf cleanup. As you can see, honestly, it doesn't look too bad out here though. A little bit of a hazard with this giant tree right here. I mean, it's nice for shade, but a little bit of a concern. And some of the spouting up there doesn't look too healthy, but overall, not too bad out here. A little bit of cleanup. This should be good. Oh, I see one other place right here. There's a gutter sagging. So yeah, not too bad. Let me check out upstairs. Can't believe it. It's a place like that. The bones are pretty good. And so I think that'll be, it'll cost some money. I think the estimate's around $15,000. So not great. It's not like you want to spend that, but given that the property, since he bought it, probably doubled in value, he'll be fine. I think so. So anyway, I'm gonna head to the next property. It is over on Laurel Street, and hopefully that one's looking really good. It's supposed to be up and ready to rent. I'm not doing the design or the renovation work. He pretty much has managers for these properties, and just every now and then gets me to take a look at it in case there's any, I don't know, advice or anything. All right, I'm out at the other property. It's the sun glare, wow. So you can see here, this one you go up a pretty big, it's actually this one, here we go. Go up a pretty big staircase, so it kind of sits up off the street a little bit. But it's actually not done. They're still in process, but they're getting there. I think a couple of days yet. I just was talking to the guy that's working here. You can see, honestly, it's painted now. They're going in with this new flooring. And over here, hanging cabinets. So putting those up. Everything looks like it's painted. Yeah, I guess this is what some, I'm not sure what they have here, glass board or something. But anyway, the cabinets are going in. Maybe I won't go down to the basement because they have everything blocked shut. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that for now. Head upstairs, see what we got up here. So they painted the stairs, they put these carpet pads on. So yeah, these guys know what they're doing. You know, it's a completely different game than something that's high-end, highly styled. You're doing something that's more for efficiency. So again, here they did a new tub, it looks like. The glass board. Up here the flooring's basically done. Everything's painted, just needs to be cleaned. And pretty good. Yeah, all right, again, needs to be cleaned. But it looks pretty good. And then I forget, is there an attic here? Or is this a closet? Oh, there is an attic, look at this. Couldn't remember. And yeah, again, floor's in. Looks pretty good. I want to say it was something like maybe 75,000. So again, probably about doubled in value, maybe more. But then he's also having to put some money into it, so it's hard to say. Lancaster City has changed a lot of their policies about Airbnbs. There's only allowed to be Airbnbs in certain zones unless people did special paperwork. So luckily, these folks were able to do the paperwork required to keep it as an Airbnb even though it's not in zone in an area where there should be Airbnb. Unfortunately, I've heard there's a lot of other people who, I don't know, missed the paperwork or exactly what happened with Lancaster City. But a lot of people didn't realize that the zoning was changing, never filed the correct paperwork, and therefore are not able to keep their Airbnb status if they're not in the right area.